regardless of which industry you want to get to, whether it's in music, whether it's sports, whether it's engineering, whether it's law, medicine, education, you need to know what you're getting yourself into. Because there is a such thing as being blackballed if you stepped on people's toes. And all I'm going to say is this one thing. Leandra Johnson, I did mention that in my last video, that this is what you chose to do. And even though I do support you on your choice to becoming a gospel artist, I really don't think that you really saw the long-term effects of being such, since you have the, how should I put it? You have beliefs that aren't traditional in gospel, and you express those beliefs. And a lot of people, even if they believe it, they're not going to say it. And a lot of people who are against you, they're going to condemn you and even try to get you out of gospel. Just in the case with this alleged incident with Kim Burrell and her. And on that, stay tuned because I'm going to talk about it. Hey everyone, this is your girl, Miss Analytical, coming to you straight out of NYC on this Tuesday afternoon. I hope everybody is doing well. I'm doing good myself, regardless of what you're seeing on my page. I'm unbothered by it. So with that being said, I'm moving on to another topic. And if anybody wants to comment on this topic, only post comments about this topic. Nothing else, okay? Unless you want to give a shout out of appreciation and you like my videos and stuff, that's one thing. But I'm going to keep it real and simple. Do not bring any garbage to my page, because I'm not only going to block you, but I'm going to report you as well. Moving along, you know, when I saw yesterday about the whole thing with Leandra Johnson being blackballed by Kim Burrell for not being able to perform at this concert, I had said I'm not surprised. So I'm going to read about it more in depth. And this article comes from C Mortal X, which is pretty much a blog. And it says, Leandra Johnson allegedly blackballed by Kim Burrell. Leandra Johnson was allegedly blackballed from several singing events like the Essence Festival by anti-gay demon pastor and songstress Kim Burrell. The most recent event that Leandra was allegedly blackballed from was the 2018 gigantic gospel concert in Houston, Texas on September the 19th, 2018. So it says that in the poster, and I'm going to read the poster. The poster states the 2008 gigantic gospel concert. It tells you that it's going to be at Houston, Texas, September the 19th, 2018 at the World Harvest Outreach Church. You can get the tickets at ticketweb.com and at the vendor booth if you're going to buy the tickets at the day of the concert. And it tells you who's going to be performing. So it says a person named LaShawn Pace, Beverly Crawford, Leandra Johnson, Jacqueline Carr, Kathy Taylor, Crystal Aiken, and it's going to be hosted by Pastor Kim Burrell and Tasha Cobb, since her photo is very big. Oh, Tasha Cobb Lenard, because she got married. She's pretty much going to be the person that more than likely is going to be like the main star attraction. Okay, now, what occurs is that the updated poster leaves out Leandra Johnson. So it has everybody, and Tasha Cobb's name and face is big. And it tells you that the event is going to be at the Friendship West Baptist Church. And the event is going to be on a Saturday instead of a Sunday. And that they tell you the price of the admissions and everything. Now, she's gone. She's not on the poster. So something went down. And it states that, according to Larry Reed, he has a YouTube channel on Larry Reed Show. And I heard this on his show last night. And he's a good friend to Leandra Johnson. He stated that the alleged blackballing was due to a series of rants that Leandra put out on social media a month ago. And we all know what she said. And she basically said, F the church. She used the N-word. She dropped the bomb. She dropped the N-word a lot. She dropped the F-bomb a lot. And Larry Reed stated that it was specifically the statements about Bishop Marvin Winans that led to the blackballing. And Bishop Marvin Winans is a good friend to Kim Burrell. And basically, you know, when people come together, they can blackball you. And she started getting blackballed before, because if you remember, she couldn't perform at the Essence Musical Fest. And she even said, you know, if I get blackballed, it is what it is. I'm not going to apologize for what I'm saying. You know, I'm not going to bite my tongue and whatnot. And this is what I'm going to say. When you get into any industry, like I mentioned earlier, you have to be prepared for any blackballing that's going to occur if you step out of line. And it doesn't have to be a bad thing. Like what I'm going to say with Leandra Johnson, minus the cursing, Leandra Johnson gave some excellent points about the hypocrisy of the church. You want to talk about being anti-gay and that the homosexual spirit is a form of corruption, but half of y'all is doing the same thing. So basically what she was saying is that you're hypocrites. You're a bunch of hypocrites. Now, this is what I'm going to go and say. When she talked about the church politics, that was sensitive. A lot of people don't like you to mention the word politics. Like I always say, people say religion and politics can ruin a friendship or a marriage. No. I say politics can ruin friendship and marriage, because I've experienced it, seeing firsthand. Even people that disagree with religious views, you can still walk away and come back the next day and be cool. But when it comes to politics, I've seen friendships, I've seen relationships be destroyed because of politics. And I'm not talking about business relationships. I'm talking about like, I'm having sex with you, I love you, but you're a Republican, I'm a Democrat, and you don't want to switch parties, or you're a socialist and I'm a capitalist and we ain't effing no more. Stuff like that. I've seen it. So when she mentioned the church politics, basically that was when the radars went up, because she was really dropping dimes on them. And she was bringing out some hidden secrets. Like even people may know, but a lot of people are still naive to the black church. She was dropping dimes. Now, I'm going to go to Kim Burrell. When she talked about condemning homosexuality, I said that one was for Kim Burrell. She don't like Kim Burrell. She don't like Kim Burrell at all. She don't like her. And I do believe Kim Burrell blackballed her simply because of that. Because if you remember, when she talked about the homosexual spirit, in that audio clip that was filmed without her permission, that was posted in January of 2017, it cost her her chance to ever cross over into the secular world. Not saying that she wanted to be a secular artist, but to get the appreciation from the secular community, like Kirk Franklin has received, Mary has received, the Winans has received, and even Yolanda Adams. She will never get that. So she was on the out from a lot of people, and the gay community roasted her. They roasted her lovely, because not because she said she was against it, but she's condemned them to hell. And the way she did it was so vicious that you wouldn't even think that she was a God-fearing person. Like, the way she attacked them is like she wanted them off the face of the planet Earth. And let's keep it real. So I believe she blackballed Leandra. I believe she did it. I believe she did it because Leandra called her out. And Leandra is new to the game still, even though she's been in the game for about 7 years. And, you know, I believe that year she was a judge on Sunday's Best. But Kim Burrell was never a favorite amongst the contestants. They never really felt her. Now, I'm going to say this about Kim Burrell, too. I never trusted Kim Burrell because of the whole thing with Whitney Houston. You had this woman who was still drug sick being paraded in front of the camera at your events. She was not supposed to be on stage. She did her tour. It was canceled. She needed to rest. You exploited her and said that you could heal, bring people back from the dead. Okay, Kim Burrell, if you could bring people back from the dead, how come you couldn't bring back Whitney Houston and Bobby Christina? I just want to know. Because a lot of people have been asking that for the past six years. Like, you couldn't bring back Whitney Houston. And people want to know you couldn't bring back Bobby Christina. And this is an article that she gave in Sister Magazine, that she actually brought a woman back from the dead. And to me, I felt like, okay, if you can heal people, how come you can bring those two back? You should be on speed dial for if somebody is dead and just died, we're going to call Kim Burrell. She can bring them back from the dead. Oh, you in the Houston, Texas area and this happened? Yeah, we're going to bring Kim Burrell around. Fine. I feel as though she's one of those people that uses the name of God for attention. Not saying that she's not a Christian, but I find her to be somewhat hypocritical in that aspect. Now, I'm going to say another thing, and I want Leandra Johnson to hear this. I think you are very, very talented as a singer. And I think you are very sincere with what you're doing. And that's what I really like about you. I really do. But I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say this in all truthfulness and honesty. You need to leave gospel, and you need to come into the secular world, because I'm going to tell you something. Not only will you be a very big star, but you will be very hugely appreciated, because you could bring that message and reach it to the secular community, and you ain't got to worry about nobody judging you. You don't have to worry about having people, say this and that about you because you're different from the rest of them. Nah, I think you need to pack your bags and go into the secular world. And you don't necessarily have to do R&B with like love songs like everybody else. You can make message music in the secular world. You don't have to talk about sex in this person, you don't have to do any of that. You could sing your gospel music, or I would say your message songs, how they used to do back in the day with R&B songs, and promote that type of artistic music, because you don't fit in their world. And I know you tried for years. And for years, people were talking about you. And they've been trashing your name for years. And I just feel like you need to go somewhere where you'll be appreciated. And I think the secular world will really appreciate you. And I think they will welcome you. And this is not on some, they want to take your soul kind of thing. No, I think they will really appreciate your talent. And the youth will really love you, because what you're talking about and mentioning, you're not a person that attacks people. You're a person that accepts people for their flaws, and you really want to help. And I saw you on Preachers of Atlanta, and I really thought that when you went out to the hood to preach to the prostitutes and the drug abusers, that was sincere. Because I don't see that from these mega pastors. I don't. And that's what ministry is all about. So with that being said, I think you should take your gift somewhere else and just leave those people behind, because they're going to blackball you, and they're going to throw your name through dirt regardless, as long as you stay around those people. And just keep it moving, and continue to rise up. And with that being said, this is your girl, Miss Analytical, signing off. Please subscribe to my channel. Please share this audio. Please share this video on YouTube. Hit the notification bell. Subscribe to my channel on Spreaker. And with that being said, take care and have a wonderful day.